All right, good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All market indices down today. Now, before I get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical setups. As you know, today we are going to go over the SPY as we always do. Then I am going to go over two stocks that I get a couple of questions about from my subscribers, and then I will give you those three stocks that are technically setting up nicely going into tomorrow. All right, with that, let's get into the SPY. So as you see, we did make that new 52-week high today in the SPY. And if you do remember from yesterday's show, I said, let's see how we open. If we were to gap up, we are so close to that 52-week high, there would be a high probability that we'd make a new 52-week high in the SPY, and that's exactly what happened. Now, going into tomorrow, what can we expect? Well, again, it all depends on not only how do we gap, but what happens in that first 30-minute time frame. If we can, again, take out that first 30-minute high on the upside, obviously, we are going to make a new 52-week high. Now, if we were to gap lower and then again take out that first 30-minute time frame on the downside, we'll have to see some key levels as support. Initially, again, it'll be right down here at that 10 SMA, and then right down here at that midpoint Bollinger Band. So that's how you trade. So if we start gapping lower and you're looking and you're sitting back and you see certain stocks, wait till the SPY hits initially this 10 SMA and then this midpoint Bollinger Band to start buying any different names out there. Okay, that is the SPY. That's how to play it. All right, with that, let's go into the couple of stocks that our subscribers had asked about. First one comes from Tim. Tim, before we get into it, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really do appreciate it. All right, so Tim had a question about AES. So AES, well, it did not have a very good day today, but I'm really not too concerned right now. It looks like it's just a little tired, Tim. We've been on this massive run for such a long time. It's only normal, it's only natural for a stock to, pull back a little bit, base around, and then continue moving higher. Okay, so again, one thing I don't like, we did breach this 10 SMA, and then we also did breach this midpoint Bollinger Band, which leads me to believe that this 50-day moving average at some point will come into play. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to go straight down in the next day or two, right down here to this 50-day moving average. There's a higher chance that we just start bouncing around here for a little bit, let this 50-day moving average start moving up, and then we'll continue moving higher in AES. Okay, Tim? Again, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope this does answer your question. If it doesn't, please feel free to ask me another question down below. Okay? All right. Next question comes from HK. It's actually more of a comment on ADT. HK asked me if I had purchased any ADT, and unfortunately, I did not. Really love the price action in ADT, HK. We made a nice, a 12% move today on decent volume. That 10 is above that 50. That 50 is above that 200-day moving average. Anybody who does watch the show knows that we need those three indicators in that order for a nice bullish chart, and we are just in that beginning stages of that. So you're going to see many more buyers coming in here, and then obviously as soon as we start getting above this value area high, more buyers are going to step in and continue to buy ADT. All right, Tim, thank you for not only subscribing, but putting this on watch for me. Okay. All right, let's quickly go over the three stocks that I think are setting up nicely going into tomorrow. First one's going to be APHA or APHA. So as you know, APHA made a 52-week high not too long ago, about 2 weeks ago. It went to 1401 and it did bounce around. And then we had this 10 SMA start moving up, moving up, moving up. And now price had met that 10 SMA, and then we had a really nice day today. Now going forward, there's a high probability if we do take out today's high tomorrow that we will at some point retest that 1401 as our day's high. Really love the chart. Again, every good looking bullish chart has that 10 over the 50 and that 50-day moving average over the 200, and we have that in APHA. So I do think if you do get into the stock, please be a buyer above today's high, and then clearly use this 10 SMA as your stop price, okay? APHA. Next stock in the queue is WWR. Here's one that I've played in the past. had a really, really nice day today, up 22%. So this one, again, has those three indicators in that order. You have the 10 over the 50 over the 200. We're not above this value area high, so I really do think this has a little bit more, not only resistance, but a little more room to run, clearly, right? Once we could get above that, we have very little shares traded above this price. So we'd be trading in this new value area right here. And if that were to happen, again, very little resistance means high price appreciation. So again, if you're not in the name, try to buy this on a pullback because you have to use this 10 SMA all the way down here at 618. We did close at 815. That is a big delta, so be very careful. Try to buy this on a pullback or on a breakout above today's high, again, because we'll be above this value area high. Now, again, if you do get in it, please, please, please use this 10 SMA as your stop price, okay? WWR. Last stock on the list is going to be UAVS. This is another one that we've highlighted in the past. So again, not too long ago, we made a 52-week high. Again, we're pulling back nicely, not too far from this 10-day moving average. So again, we have the 10 over the 50, 50 over the 200. In this instance, we are way above the value area high, right? We use this as a really nice launching pad, and we made such great gains from mid-December till now. It's gone up from $3 to $15, and now again it looks like this is great trade location, meaning if we could get above today's high tomorrow, again, be a buyer, but then use this 10 SMA as your stop price. Conversely, if we do get below today's low tomorrow and yesterday's low tomorrow, watch at some point that this midpoint Bollinger Band comes into play. So try not to front run anything. Try not to say, well, if he likes it at this price, I'll get in. It doesn't work that way. Trust me, you'll get burned. It's better to be a buyer on breakouts or at some key technical levels. Now, again, if we start breaking below yesterday's low, do not buy this at all. You will get better trade location. Trust me. We'll wait till it gets down to this midpoint Bollinger Band or at some other level that makes sense. All right? That is UAVS. Be a buyer above today's high and then clearly use that 10 SMA as your out. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. My name is Eric, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I'll make sure to get back to you as quickly as possible. Again, I do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. And if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I know you'll get a lot of valuable information from the technical setups. Just go back, check out a couple of the past shows. You know, we've done really well. Yesterday we had WKHS. We had, we highlighted RXT. Great, just big winners for us the last couple of days. And I really do think, again, you'll do really well if you watch the show. All right, everyone, have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow after the close. And remember, trade smart and be safe.